Hey everybody, my name is Sergio Machinardi. I'm the co-founder of Gtechna and also the Chief Technology Officer. And today's session is about parking rights. When you park your vehicle and you need to pay for parking, you gotta use a technology like a meter or a pay-by-phone application. Once you use the application to pay for your parking, the digital transaction is referred to our system as a parking right. That parking right electronically gets transferred to many machines out there in the cloud and eventually will come into the Gtechna enforcement system. We need to use that digital parking right to validate if the parker is basically paid or not paid. The parking right, once it enters the cloud infrastructure via web service, it has to be transferred into an enforcement gateway. And the processing of this has to be done through a push technology via web service. We certified 32 different vendors worldwide that push these transactions in our enforcement gateway. This is how we're able to do efficient enforcement using cloud technology, web services, and the parking right into the system. The transition for any city or a parking operator to put a standard out there is very, very challenging. The parking right that was created by Gtechna and the protocol that we implemented and shared with all our partners standardize the data packet in a format that's usable for all types of enforcement. By creating this standard, we made it very easy and do the transition from many vendor interfaces versus one key central parking right repository for enforcement. This will make your success for enforcement easy and simple to use since you have one application, one connection to do. The servers on the cloud, as we know, will malfunction sometimes. When it does malfunction, we have a redundancy setup where the handheld application for enforcement will automatically switch to the secondary server. This secondary server is installed in a different state, different city. Therefore, if there's a crisis in the primary city, the application for enforcement will always work for the officers in the street, in the city, or for parking operators. Redundancy is important for us. We understand it's important for you guys, and we built the infrastructure to support 2 parking rights and 2 servers at all times. For parking rights during rush hour, in the mornings, or at the end of the day, those transactions build up to a high volume. The high volume could create lots of traffic on the cloud and the path into the server. Our load balancers that we introduced in our architecture prevent any basically choking of the data coming in. So therefore we balance the data against multiple servers so that we can always inject those parking rights during the rush hours without any impact for officers when they're doing enforcement. So we talked about server, load balancing, handling traffic. People forget sometimes the application, the mobile application, has to have some intelligence. So we actually designed proprietary intelligence on the handheld so that if there is a bit of a challenge on the primary server, the handheld's intelligent enough to switch automatically to the secondary server, which we call PR2, and this allows the verification of any plate done in a city as big as Washington or Montreal to catch those plates on the server without any impact on performance for the handheld. Certifying 32 vendors worldwide allowed us to understand the weaknesses and the strengths of all our partners. We implemented a heartbeat connection to these manufacturing systems, allowing us to monitor their system progress, their system status, and their health. If I give you a simple example, where there's a meter in a certain area of a town that's malfunctioning, our officers will not even know about it, but the application will know, and the application is smart enough to receive that message from the partner and prevent that ticket from being issued in error. We strive in issuing tickets with high quality, no errors.